about something no one warned me about, and it is my period. I lost my period for 6 full months during my fitness journey, my first year of training. After a full year of listening to what trainers online said, hitting the gym consistently, doing HIIT cardio, eating as clean as possible, just getting fit, my body shut down. And if you're here, you're probably dealing with the same thing, or you want to prevent it. You have no period, or you have an irregular one, it's starting to get less and less each time, and you're trying to figure out how to fix it without giving up everything you've worked for. Let me walk you through what happened to me. I started working out consistently, especially with HIIT cardio. And to be honest, I was getting stronger, I was feeling more confident. But slowly, as I started progressing, I started training more, getting even more precise and stricter with my food, tracking my steps to the T, tracking my macros to the T, going as hard as possible in all of my workouts. And again, at first, I did feel amazing. I felt lean, strong. Then my period went from irregular to gone. And I didn't get it for a whole 6 months. At first, honestly, I thought I was pregnant. I didn't know you could lose your period from working out too hard or restricting yourself from certain foods or from just working out and eating cleaner. I kind of just threw it on the back of my head, said it'll come back eventually. But then 2 months turned to 6. I started feeling cold all the time, tired all the time. My body started shutting down. I started producing more hair. I never felt like I had enough sleep, and my sex drive was non-existent. That's when I realized I looked fit on the outside, but I didn't feel as fit anymore, and my body was in fight or flight mode. Let's talk about what can actually cause period loss. It's also called amenorrhea or hypothalamic amenorrhea. It's more common than people think and happens a lot in the fitness world. The top 4 reasons why this could be happening to you is because you're overtraining your body while not eating enough food. You're not giving yourself proper rest. Physical and emotional stress. Your body fat is insanely low. I don't know if you know this, but 15% body fat or less is at that range where you're like not okay healthily for the average human body for a woman. Personally, for me, I think anything below 17% body fat is already risky. And lastly, you could have some kind of hormonal issue on top of this that you didn't know and never got diagnosed for, such as PCOS, endometriosis, hypothyroidism. All of those things can contribute to this too. I wanted to mention that I do have hypothyroidism, but I've kept the weight off, 40 pounds to be exact, for a very long time now. So I know what I'm talking about, and I know how to help you get to a healthy fitness journey, keep it off sustainably, no matter what condition you have. Ultimately, your body senses a famine or a threat, and it shuts down your productive system to protect you. Now let's talk about what I changed to get my period back, and these are the tips you should be listening to. First of all, I had to unlearn what I thought was unhealthy. To be real, I think the number one thing that caused it was eating low fat. Guys, the more low fat products you have, the more processed it is. We need high healthy fats way more than people ever talk about. Avocado, almond butter, olive oil, eggs, salmon, all of these things have such good, healthy, high fats. I really suggest that you don't go for anything that says non-fat or low-fat anything. We need the healthy fats. I wouldn't even care about how high the amount of healthy fats you're having because they're seriously so important, and you're gonna need about almost double the average intake than the average person if you're trying to get your period back. Number 2 is I had to kind of refeed my body. I had to eat a lot more consistently than I thought. Everything I used to restrict myself from before, I had to incorporate it in, and I had to eat multiple times a day. I stopped skipping my meals. I started eating before my workouts. Do I do that now? No, but I stopped skipping meals. Your body is going to have to feel like food is reliable every single day. And I know what you're thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna gain weight, whatever. It is very likely you are going to have to gain back at least 5 pounds and consistently be doing this, maintaining maybe at 5 pounds heavier to get your period back. Unfortunately for me, I had to gain back a lot of my weight and then reduce the amount of stress that I had to get my period back. So that comes down to number 3 is your cortisol levels and your stress. This has a lot to do with your sleep too. I focus on 7 to 10 hours of sleep a night. So no more staying up late and scrolling. I suggest you try the wind down method, which is what I do every single night, and it makes my sleep 10 times better. The wind down method, I call it, is usually when you turn off one light at a time, you start lowering the volume of your phone or anything that's on, you start lowering the brightness of everything that's on until everything is officially shut off. And you'll feel like over time as you're doing this, you will start to get tired as you're doing that as well. As the lights are going down, as the brightness is going down, as the volume is going down, your body is starting to wind down. So definitely prioritize sleep. And of course, that has a lot to do with stress as well. You need to find a solution to your stress, okay? And what I mean by that as well is not just mental stress from work, from kids, from whatever it also is physical stress. So that comes on to my next point. Physical stress is sometimes a little bit too much on ourselves. And something I highly suggest you stop doing from today is HIIT cardio. Replace your HIIT cardio with 10K steps of walking a day. We need to reduce the amount of physical stress in our body, at least for a little bit. And I highly suggest cold turkey, stop doing HIIT cardio of any sort. Not only will that give a little bit less inflammation and less stress to your body, you'll also have a little bit more mental clarity. It's known, and there has been statistics to show that walking in itself can reduce stress, put you in a more meditative state, and just overall give you more mental clarity. And with mental clarity, that can actually help you a lot with other things in life that you may feel guilty about. It is normal to feel guilty about not doing a HIIT cardio session, but I promise you that walking is going to do a lot more for you than HIIT cardio will. They're not the same thing, I promise. With that being said, a bonus for that is that since you're not doing HIIT cardio anymore and you're doing walking instead, HIIT cardio raises your appetite, walking does not, which means you can be doing walking instead and being a lot more disciplined and better on your choices. It is not a 1 month, a 2 month fix. Most of the time, it's going to take you around half the time it took you to lose your period to get it back. For example, if you didn't get your period for about 6 months like I did, you're probably not going to get your period back 3 months later of doing this consistently. And you are going to stress about all of these things I'm telling you, but I promise you that you will just start feeling worse and worse as you age if you're not using or regulating your period. So again, at the end of the day, it is very, very likely that you are going to have to gain a little bit of that weight back, but I don't want you to focus on that right now. I want you to focus on getting your period back, especially by reducing the stress, prioritizing sleep, and eating high healthy fats. Those are your top 3 here. Give it time. You've got this. And then after that, you can work on losing those pounds again the right way without doing HIIT cardio, without reducing the amount of fat or carbs you have. We can work on that together later on, but I want you to prioritize this right now. Don't even think about the future other than getting your period back. So again, if you're struggling with period loss, here are the things I want you to remember. Your body is not broken. It's trying to protect you from all of the things you were trying to destroy it with. Getting your period back is a sign of health, not weakness. You can still be strong, toned, lean while having a menstrual cycle. Fitness is actually all about health and not just all about aesthetics. So really keep it in mind that you can have both, but fitness is for your health. And ultimately, yeah, you might have to gain weight, have less movement, softer movement, and let go of being such a control freak with food. That's not meaning you're a failure. It just means you're maturing, okay? You're in this part of your fitness journey that you need to mature and be like, okay, you know what? This is for my health. I look amazing, and you're still going to look amazing even if you gain a few pounds back. You'll never look like your day one, I promise. And per usual, I'm still in my fitness era. I have a beautiful cycle now, not a super, super painful one as before. I'm the leanest I've ever been. I'm even leaner than when I did lose my period. And it's because I stopped restricting myself, stressing my body more. Again, you will get your period back if you create a life that your body feels safe living in. If this helped you, comment down below, give this a like, subscribe. I post every Sunday. Message me or set up a one-on-one meeting with me if you'd like to talk more about this, help you specifically, and find exactly what is the reason why you don't have your period. Every person is different. And if you'd like me to post another What I Eat in a Day, check out my TikTok or ask me if you'd like me to do a What I Eat in a Week. Any recommendations on what video you'd like me to do next is much appreciated. Give yourself grace, ladies. I love you. Bye.